Hello and welcome back to the first Madden 23 rebuild of the year. Today I will be rebuilding the San Francisco 49ers, which I haven't rebuilt in a while. Actually, I don't think I have yet, so 49ers rebuild, guys. But first we're going to start off with the 49ers quarterback room, which is headlined by Trey Lance. It's his second year in the pros. He did not start last year because he was injured. Hopefully he can do good for us. And then they also have Garoppolo, who we're going to be planning to trade off. Next with the running back room, they have Elijah Mitchell. He's a pretty good young running back, so hopefully he can do good. But if not, it's pretty easy to get good running backs. Next for wide receivers, we got Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk hasn't had a breakout year yet, and Deebo Samuel is a tad bit overrated, but still good. This O-line, Trent Williams, 99, best in the league. Still needs some help right here. Mike McGlinchey, he'll probably start with us the whole rebuild. Maybe get up to an 85-ish. George Kittle, tad bit overrated. I may have him like a 94 X Factor, but still one of the best tight ends in the league, I would say. And he'll be starting for us. Next, we're going on to this defense, which is not that good right now, which I think we can make a pretty good unit, though. So, let's start the safeties. It's George Odom and Ambry Thomas, I believe. They're both okay. Ambry Thomas has some potential, but aside from that, the rest of our secondary is not that good either. So, for corners, Charvarius Ward, he should have star. Maybe he'll get into something decent. He'll probably be like a solid second corner. Emmanuel Mosley we'll probably get rid of. Going to this D-line, Nick Bosa is one of the best in the league. I hope we can re-sign him, keep him for the rest of the rebuild. We also have Reek Armstead. He's a pretty good compliment to him, and hopefully he'll do pretty good. And Javon Kinlaw, he's pretty young. I think he actually got injured in the game today, so hopefully he doesn't get injured this time in this game. And then I only know this guy's first name. He's not good. He's going to get around. So Aziz Al-Shahar, something like that. He might be able to turn something. He's kind of young, but probably not. Fred Warner, the best middle linebacker in the league, in my opinion. You could probably say a few other people, but Fred Warner's probably the best, and he's on our team, so that'll be pretty nice to have. And then Drake Greenlaw hasn't broken out yet, but he usually does pretty well in Madden. Kicker and punter, Robbie Gould is pretty good, so hopefully he does good in this rebuild. And I'll try and find a Jimmy Garoppolo trade, and then I'll show you guys if I find a good one. So I found a good Jimmy G trade. We might have gone a little too much. It might not be the most realistic trade, but Jimmy G for Sidney Jones in the second-round pick. That's pretty good for us. So I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. So at the midseason mark, we're at 5-2, which is pretty good, actually. Like, I didn't expect us to do this good this well. Especially in the first year, we actually just came off beating the Chiefs. But I want to check out some of the contracts. So Jimmy Ward, he wants... Are you okay with the $3 million per year? Okay. So about $9 million per year. Jason Verrett. I mean, I'll try and get him back. I don't want to pay him that much though. Don't really have that much money. Yeah, probably not getting Jason Verrett. Robbie Gould is kind of old. Mike McGlinchey, I'll try and get back. He wants a lot of money though. We might be a little screwed in the cap situation. Drake Greenlaw, another dude I want back. Why is he want so much money? Dang. These guys are wanting so much money. There's Mo Hurst, but he's kind of old, so probably not. Aside from that, though, probably it. So I'll see you guys at the playoffs, and we'll see if we made it or not. So he still wants to retire, but we have 10 more morale, so that's 20 morale since the last one he gave us morale. Will we beat the Arizona Cardinals? Probably not again. I mean, Trey Lance, I don't think is that good of a QB. And we're playing the Packers. So let's see. Are we still fired up? Probably. Well, I'll show you guys what happened. It's another 10 morale, so hey, we could win, but let's see. Going to the Super Bowl. Who will go in the Super Bowl in year one? I doubt we'll make it in year one. I heavily doubt it. And yes, we lost. So let's check out how much we lost by. I'm fine with us losing year one. 35-20. That is not bad for the first year. NFC Championship. That's not bad. Let's check out the yearly awards. See who's getting awards. Trey Lance is not a top 10 for QBs. And let's see. Did he get any awards though? I do not think we got any awards. We don't even get best wide receiver with Debo? Where's Debo on? Cooper Kupp must have like a phenomenal year. But we're gonna go to Resign Players and we're gonna see if there's any players we need to So we need to cut some players to get some more money. In Travarius Ward, I feel like we could get a better cornerback, so he's cut. And I'll see if there's any other guys. Fred Warner does. I'm just trying to see if there's any guys on here. Oh, we need to get rid of him. He's not even starting. So you're being cut. So that should free up some more cap room for us. I mean, I'll check to see if there's any other guys. No need to cut some of these dudes. I mean, I guess we can cut this dude. Hey, if you're on Vanderbilt and you actually made it to an NFL team, respect to you. Yeah, see if we have to re-sign any players. Probably not. And if we don't, I'll see you guys at free agency. So these are the three guys we're trying to target. Josh Allen to play left outside linebacker. Sean Murphy-Bunting to be our number one corner. And then Eric McCoy to be our center. Might actually up the Eric McCoy deal a little bit. But, yeah, I'll see if we get him. So in free agency, we only got Sean Murphy-Bunting, which kind of sucks. I mean, I'll see if there's any other guys we can get that. Maybe I'll try and get Rob Havenstein. But a lot of teams are interested in him. But I'll tell you guys if I get him. If not, I'll see you guys in the draft. Okay. Sorry that the thing went on. I just didn't pause it. But we did get Travarius Ward. I decided to offer him a deal. He's actually wanted to get to us, and he was kind of cheap, so decided to get him. But I will see you guys in the draft, and I'll tell you guys what we get with our first pick. For a replacement of Trent Williams, we're getting Trevor Arnett. He is 22, and he has hidden development, and we'll probably try and target a center, or probably a center or a guard with our next pick. So we're basically going to try and rebuild our whole offensive line. And for our next person, we're getting Trevor McLeod. So the second Trevor. And I'll probably get one more offensive lineman. And we'll probably try and get a kicker. So I'll see you guys at our next pick. So with our last pick, we're going to be picking Roger Everett. We're going to probably move him over to right or left guard, but hopefully he'll do good. So at midseason, we are 4-3, and the teams. I mean, our team's not doing the best, but I think we'll still do pretty decent in the playoffs since we're only second in the division. So hopefully you can make them. But I'll see you at the playoffs. So after the first year, we missed the playoffs. So we had a little bit of regression, but I will try and go into the offseason, maybe sign a big name free agent, and we'll hopefully make the playoffs next year. So for the stats this year, Trey Lance, he had almost 5,000 yards, more touchdowns, and I believe less interceptions, and like 4 less yards. Rushing, Elijah Mitchell did do better. He did have 1,000 yards this year and 13 touchdowns. That's pretty good. Stephen Debo had a little worse year, but overall, our receivers, I think, did better than last year. And you could probably get a receiver 3. Blocking. Aaron Banks. If he doesn't get a dev up, he didn't get a dev up. I'm upgrading him myself. You guys might be that's cheating. Well, I'm sorry. If you play all the snaps and you don't let up a single sack, you're getting a dev up. Like, I'll do that for any other teams too. I did that for the other team that got it. Javon Kinlaw, 22 tackles for loss. Hopefully that's a dev up. Is it? No, he's still star, but still, that's pretty good. 22 tackles for loss. Nick Bosa and then Arik Armstead. Nick Bosa is a sack away from breaking the record. Arik Armstead after that. After that, it's not that good. And then I didn't check this last year, but interceptions, Fred Warner had the most, so that was not that good. And Frank Jones, he is actually a rookie kicker, and he didn't do that bad, so I'm probably actually will resign him. And we'll check next. Did we get any awards? So we didn't get MVP. Probably didn't get Coach of the Year, so I didn't check it. Nick Bosa got Defensive Player of the Year. That's good. Anything else? Nick Bosa got Best D Lineman. And we did not get Best Kicker, but are we on the list at least? We are. Okay. Well, I'll see you guys in the offseason. I don't think there's anybody important to resign. I'll check, though. But I'll see you guys probably in free agency. So I offered some deals to some players. Xavier McKinney accepted, he actually had a pretty good deal, and Rashawn Gary. So that will finish out our linebacking core and probably our safety core. So I'll see you guys in our draft. We'll probably be targeting some O linemen, I would say. So with the only pick I'm going to probably pick in this draft, we get Kendrick Hurst. I mean, he looks like a pretty good player. He's in development, 21 years old. And he could have really good finesse and power moves. So I'll probably actually send him to the end of the draft. I'll show you guys if we get anybody else crazy. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. So this is our lineup going to year 3. And it looks pretty good. I mean, Trey Lance got up to superstar. There's this random quarterback on the roster. Apparently we drafted. I mean, and they drafted this left guard, so we'll have some depth at the position. Defense, here's, of course, the D tackle we drafted. I forgot to talk about Drake Jackson. I mean, he hasn't really played yet. He's there, I guess. And then I guess we'll have another corner. So this team actually looks like it could be a Super Bowl team. If not this year, next year, definitely. So, I guess I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. So at the midseason mark, we are only 3-4, which kind of sucks. But I'm gonna send them to the playoffs, and hopefully we'll make them. I mean, we didn't make it last year, and our team's way better. So, I mean, but hopefully make the playoffs, and we'll see you at the playoffs. So we went 13-4. We had a very big rebound. I actually wanted to see like how the league standings were. Who had the best? So Titans and us, and then Texans, Eagles, and Panthers. Actually, right now the Texans are beating the Colts 20-3. So that's kind of interesting. But guess we'll just send him. So we'll send him to the next game, and hopefully we win. So let's see. NFC. Do we win? And we do. 38-31. So will we beat the Vikings in the NFC Championship? Hopefully. I mean, this would be our second Super Bowl in 4 years. Third in 6 years. So that's not bad at all. And we did beat them. Do we have any yearly awards? Let's check. We do not have. We don't have MVP. Trey Lance is up there, though. He probably had a good year. Do we have any awards? Well, there's one. Sean Murphy-Bunting got best DB, so that's superstar def for him. Okay, let's see. So, what are our stats? Trey Lance had an amazing year. More touchdowns, less interceptions, 488 yards. Still hasn't cracked 5,000, but is getting close. Rushing, Elijah Mitchell, he didn't have a good year. He had 9 touchdowns, so it's not bad. Receiving, Deebo Samuel popped off. Brandon Ayuk had a down year. George Kittle had a down year. And Elijah Mitchell only had... So, I mean, our offense wasn't that good. Let's see. Anybody else have... So, Aaron Banks, four sacks allowed. That was the lowest. Starting from that, I mean... Trevor Arnett, he needs to stop winning that much, but he's kind of young, so... Fred Warner, crazy year. Arik Armstead with 15 tackles for loss, and Rashawn Gary after that. Who had the most sacks? Nick Bosa with 17, Rashawn Gary with 15, Arik Armstead with 14, Javon Kinlaw was 6.5 and 11. And then Kendrick Hurst with 8 tackles for loss and 4.5 sacks. Who had the most interceptions? Sean Murphy-Bunting. Dang, that was good. Fred Warner had 5. Travis Ward had 2. We probably do not regret that sign. Does he have X Factor? Let me see. Let me upgrade him, and then we'll see if he has X Factor. It's actually a good upgrade. He has Superstar, so I think he only had Star, so that makes sense. I thought he had Superstar. But we're going to see if we're going to win the Super Bowl. So, for the Super Bowl, well, the Raiders, who have Tom Brady, actually, they signed Tom Brady in free agency, or the 49ers. Who wins the Super Bowl? And it will be the San Francisco 49ers, 35-28. So we'll look at the team one more time before the end of the video, and we'll see how it looks. Trey Lance, he develops pretty good. Has had great years. Elijah Mitchell had good overall, but hasn't been the best in stats. Brandon Ayuk developed good. Deebo Samuel did great. Our O-line was getting to the low 80s, so that's pretty good. D-line. So, Arik Armstead actually got a dev up. So did Hurst. Javon Kinlaw did good. Nick Bosa did good. Sean Murphy-Bunting. This team honestly did really good. Rashawn Gary got X Factor. I mean, this is probably one of the best teams I've ever built. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly did. Bye-bye.